Welcome to this weekend edition of Bystanders at the Newsstand. I am Sisi Christian Chuku on this wonderful edition of the program. A big welcome to everyone that is watching us wherever you are in the city of Lagos, in Nigeria, in Africa, and also in the diaspora. Welcome to this exciting edition of Bystanders at the Newsstands. Whoever that is watching us, don't forget to subscribe to Flip TV and also click on that notification button so that you can get us when we can get notified when we go live. Welcome to this weekend edition of the program. Let's go straight into my headlines this morning. I have will be the Saturday Sun newspaper. I also do have the Saturday Punch newspaper, the most widely read newspaper in Nigeria. Social media comedians breaking the internet. Social media comedians breaking the internet. Okay, main headline on the Punch newspaper this morning. How Zamfara terrorists invaded our villages, killed over 200, burnt houses. How Zamfara terrorists invade our villages, kill over 200, burnt houses. Survivors have recounted their experience. State government blames informants for deadly attacks. State government blames informants for deadly attacks. Police compiling casualty figures. Burying the dead risky for now. Burying the dead risky for now. NSA office owes foreign partners 30 billion naira. Monguno alleges for funding. NSA office owes foreign partners 30 billion naira. Monguno alleges for funding. No sharing formula between Abiodun and Mosun's APC factions. Reconciliation chair saying that no sharing formula between Amosun and Abiodun APC factions. Masop demands Kanu Igboho's freedom. Lawyer seeks fair trial. Masop demands Kanu's Igboho freedom. Lawyer seeks fair trial. I won't bury my son even if it takes 30 years to get justice. That is from the Sylvester's dad, the Dowen college student that was allegedly killed by fellow students. I won't bury my son even if it takes 30 years to get justice. A wedding gone so why we had our wedding despite death of my bride's mother. Two sisters did for event. Let's go to the Saturday Sun. Main headline on the Saturday Sun. Southern leaders list Buhari's grave mistake, says president goofed on restructuring state police, Kanu, and others. Ohaneze presses hard for Igbo president in 2023. Ohaneze presses hard for Igbo president in 2023. Says it's best for Nigeria. Years of marginalization, cause of agitation by IPOB others. Insecurity persists because federal government resources are limited. Sani X ACF subscribe. I have Mr. David this morning. Come on, Mr. David.
Good morning to you, Mr. Kuzenchuku. Okay. A wonderful weekend to everyone watching us here in Nigeria and over there at diaspora. My brother, welcome to Nigeria. Welcome to Nigeria.
Observe COVID-19.
Mr. Chico say don't go find food chop. They talk of observe COVID-19. You know, carry me go chop. I don't agree here. You don't go chop climate. They tell me, observe COVID-19. Why COVID-19 mark him all this is? I want chop. Come back for me, Mr. Chigozie.
Okay, you can if you are looking for money, a politician, you know, there's a slot in it. There's a slot.
My brother, there's no slot. Again, all the slots in the government agencies have been sold out to the cronies. My brother, if you don't know anybody in this present in Nigeria, my brother, you will not get a job. Even for you to work in the private sector, my brother, even those the private sectors now is not by connection. That is how bad and terrible Nigeria has become now.
So if you can't get a job,
you
can't even get a grant. Government grants.
But what are you saying?
You know senators that do all these.
Who are the senators? The senators give it out to their colleagues. Faleke did an empowerment. Was it on Thursday, last week Thursday? I also applied for the normal Polokwe bus. You know that now someone was telling me that, see, who do I know? And this NIJ
and they will come out and say we are giving it to the public.
Which public? Let him come here and tell me he gave it to the public. He gave it to all the party chieftains, their wives and their children. Those people you see in which the House of Representatives and give out empowerment to, give out ground to, empower. They have been given to their cronies, not to the ordinary masses.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
My brother, if you don't belong, you go suffer. If you don't belong in the system, my brother, you go suffer.
So how can we belong? Advise me.
Eh?
How can we belong?
How can we belong? Me too.
No, you.
I'm still looking
No,
for a
you.
way
You
to
are into
belong now.
politics.
Eh?
I want to.
You say
I need you to advise me how I can belong to the
you know
system.
that's an hate speech. If you say I am into politics, fine. But the fact I'm a card member of one particular party. Now,
Yeah. That means you're into politics. It's not hate speech.
my party is not the winning party
APC.
in, in Lagos and in Nigeria. So you can see I'm still on the fence. So there's no way I can belong except I join the ruling party, and which I don't want to join the ruling party because I'm a staunch critic of the ruling party.
Mm.
So I don't want to belong to the ruling party. So let me rather sit at the other side of the table until when we assume office.
Some people want to know where exactly are you sitting. Is it what party or where are you currently now?
I told you, I said I am sitting on the side of the fence. I'm on the fence. So until when my party comes, my party is Accord Party. Sorry, Kowa Party.
Kowa.
A card member of Kowa Party. And now Kowa Party doesn't have structure. So we're also trying to build this structure. So now let me sit at the side of the fence until when we eventually by 2023 we get power and rescue them.
What is the meaning of Kowa self? Let's go straight to Joe Igbokwe is saying that
Mr. Chigozie is a very controversial man. He's a very controversial man. I know him. A very, very big one. In the night, he will do PDP. At day, he will do
APC and PDP. Which one is better? APC and PDP. Which one is better?
My brother, any government that can put food on the citizens' table is better. PDP was fair, not PDP was not better. PDP they were fair when it comes to like economy and the weight of what inflation. PDP was able to manage the economy despite the fact it was with little resources. But this one is worse. My brother, this one was. APC was.
Okay, looking at 2023 elections, Joe Igbokwe has come out to say that APC will shock PDP 2023.
Joe Igbokwe is the gutter cleaner, special advisor to the governor of Lagos State on gutter. He should go and pack his gutter. So it's not that Igbo man that has done himself into a Yoruba man that cannot even go to his country home. He cannot.
He went.
He did not go. He did not go. Okay, he went. He went with how many escorts? He went with armored. He went with like 2,000 escorts.
His house was even attacked
because Joe Igbokwe has refused to speak the truth, not because of what is being, just because of what is getting, the peanut of what is getting. How does APC want to shock PDP? On what grounds? On what basis? Now, you can see what Shehu Okibalowe, the guy who asked President Buhari, he said now, President Buhari, you met inflation rates at 9% when he came on board in 2015, and now inflation rate is now 32.2%. Buhari said he knows that the statistics is not correct. Buhari knows that statistics are correct. So now, where did Sheung bring out those facts from? We have Nigerian statistical database. These people are what analyzed was inflation and cost of things. So how do APC want to shock PDP? What have they done for them to win 2023 election? Now let's ask Joe if he's talking about federal politics or state politics. APC can still win in Lagos State. Yeah, my brother, before
the talks we win it for APC.
That is it. My brother, before other party will win election in Lagos State, my brother, it will be hard. Because every nooks and crannies in this Lagos State, they are all APC members. Even these drivers, they are all APC. So for you to win at this state level, we need Lagos State, my brother. That candidate needs to be highly influential. You need to be rooted. And then again, you must have the backing of the talks in Lagos State. But see, as a federal level, my brother, federal is gone.
Okay, let's look at
federal is gone.
Northern Southern leaders list Buhari's grave mistakes since president puts on restructuring state police and others.
My brother, That is what APC used and campaign in 2015. He said restructuring. He would, when he assume office, he will be structured. He will be structured Nigeria. We all know that those words were just political propaganda. Those ones were just mere deceit for them to get power. My brother, no government. I stand to be corrected today. I'm pulling my slippers. I'm pulling my slippers. No government can restructure Nigeria.
No government.
No government.
Even your core party.
Yes. No government can, because if you restructure Nigeria, there will be no much power at the center. It's like that. It will just pull as it as that the president is weak. Now it shows that now if you make 30 million in Lagos, you can give to the president 5 billion. The president will not have that power. He will not wield that power as he used to wield.
Yeah,
So
you're not that powerful.
he will not be that powerful. Now states now will not control their resources. Now the president cannot send police, just like the way Malami sent police to
Magodo.
Magodo. He knows that, and everybody in this part of the world likes power. So no government can restructure Nigeria. Even Tinubu, even Atiku, even Goodluck Jonathan.
So if they can't restructure Nigeria, what are we now voting them for?
Eh?
What are we now voting for if they can't? No
Same old
government
story.
can restructure Nigeria.
My brother, nobody can restructure Nigeria. Same old story. Forget all this thing. No, see, they will always come out and tell you we will restructure Nigeria. My brother, restructuring, no government. I've not seen that government that has that political will for him to structure Nigeria. You know what that means? That means now each region will control their resources. Each region will have their own police. That means now a governor can look into the eye of the president and tell him this is
Go to hell.
this is the amount my state generated this month. This is how much I will give you now. That means now in return the president will not become a beggar. That the state is going to Abuja just to get their federal location now. It will not be vice versa. The president will not come to his state and start begging for money. Which president want that to happen? Which president want that to happen? But nobody can do it. Nobody can do it. Everybody likes power. Buhari said it in 2015. I will restructure. Even if Atiku or Tinubu will come again and say campaign about restructuring. My brother, nobody. My brother, it is always easier said than done. Even the likes of Omole Shore, Kiss Lemangalu, Fela Jonathan. My brother, nobody can do it. My brother, the implication. These governors will be so powerful. Buhari knows why he refused to give assent for governors to have state police. You know that governors will also use the police and tackle the federal government. And even there were state police out there. Do you think that federal police that came for enforcement at Magodo, there will be a tussle because governors too would also send his own police against federal police. So these are what the implications. So the president doesn't want people to have the same political will that he has. He knows that when there is restructuring, my brother, our president will become an errand boy.
Okay, lastly, Ohaneze presses hard for Igbo president in 2023. How far do you think they can go?
My brother,
they say it is best for Nigeria. The years of marginalization, cause of agitation by IPOB others.
Ohaneze should go and sit down. For them to even reach a fruitful conclusion with Mr. President, for Mazina Nkalu to be released.
He had to come back and say no.
Nothing has been done, and now they are now lobbying to become president. Ohaneze should go and sit down. I don't know if Ohaneze has become a political group. The major issues confronting them is for Mazina Nkalu to be released. That should be their primary assignment. Whosoever become president should not be the headache. Whosoever become president should not be the island. Let them do the needful. Let them talk to the president. Now, I believe ever since the president said that was he cannot release Masnam Kalu, I believe Honestly should have released issued a press Honestly should have issued a press statement because they met with the president and the president assured them that Mercy would be released. The president, no, he said he will consider. So what is considered? In return, the president betrayed them, and now they are here. They honestly should have what lambast the presidency. Tell them that this is what you're doing is really unfair. Not them, not for presidency.
House and for terrorists invaded our villages, killed over 200, burnt houses.
I don't. That
Still,
one.
the bandits are still on rampage.
That one is
Despite the
normal.
fact that we-
That one is normal routine. Every
200,
year.
over 200.
Let them kill 7 billion. That is their own cup of tea.
7 billion, that is the population
Let
of the world.
let them kill everybody in the world. That is number one. But since the president have refused to do the needful, since the president has refused to declare them as terrorists, despite the court
So they
injunction,
have been declared.
they have not been declared.
Gazetted. It
They-
has been gazetted.
it has not become a law. The president has not made it a law.
Okay.
Did you watch the interview?
I understand what you're saying.
The president said he will consider it. So until the president make that a law, the people are still bandits. So on this note, I just overheard you. You said the military has limited resources to fight insurgency. Eh? Is that what you said? In a
That's what
country,
somebody said. Said one of the reasons why we are finding it difficult because the military has limited resources in fighting insurgency.
that's no excuse. That is no excuse. The former chief of defense staff, what was his name?
Buratai.
Uh,
Buratai.
Brutai embezzled $1 billion US. $1 billion US. Money meant to fight insurgency. Is that one?
Invest that 1 billion US in Aba for those that are making ammunition in Aba.
It will go a very long way. It will very go a long way. But one man siphoned the money, and the man is still not dead now. He's still very much alive. Oh. And the same man, Buhari gave him a non-career ambassador. And now someone is telling us that the military have limited resources. Sensu, the money is being siphoned. The money is being siphoned. That is it.
Okay, last.
And then until when we have leaders who are sincere to lead Nigeria right, to drive us to the promised land, my brother, it will be the same old story every year. Even if Buhari come, even if Tinubu come, Showore come, anybody come, let the citizens have change in their mind. That see this office I am occupying. I want to work for my people. The House of Rep members, they are self-centered. State House of Assembly, they are self-centered. Even local government chairman, my local government chairman is celebrating 200 days in what? My brother, he has not done anything.
What's his name? What's his name?
Of Hamzat, what's his name? Hamzat. Saying.
Okay. Very much, Mr. David.
Thank you for having me.
Political. Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Yeah, good morning, Christian.
Happy weekend.
Same to you and to the viewers across the.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, David, Hamza boy. And Hamza is the deputy of the state under the platform of APC. And David, early December, rise. But unfortunately, so I told him.
Continue. Let's continue.
You see? What is going on?
It's like, let's not be calling Hamza name here again.
Uh, Well, I think you are not a charity organization. This is a full business outfit, and you should do the needful and replace all these things. It's becoming very embarrassing. You are making millions from here and should fix these things. And what is the problem? I can't be standing here and every time you are up, on and off the mark. These are just, it doesn't take up to 150,000 to fix this things. So why is it, and you are here, Mr. David, he says he's hungry. You see, why should he put the responsibility on me?
No, he said he saw you. He saw you.
Saw me where? I'm just coming and telling me that I went to eat. Huh? Well, I'm still empty stomach. You do buy drinks every morning, maybe from the money allocated to you by the company on some petty things, and we have not seen any.
Wow.
You see, talking is can sap energy. So I think David should not blame me. He's Hamza boy, and see me as a controversial person. I will continue to say the truth, and I thank God for Hamza to have disappointed them because indirectly you are you want to chart a way forward, and you are still identifying, aligning with those evil cabals, evil elements, and their subjects, and those who are loyal to them. There is no way you can move forward. So the day he came back, he was lamenting. I was very happy. I said, "Thank God, this is just the beginning." You see, we must show some level of commitment and sincerity. You see, and Kunle will come visit after visiting Bodilon. He will come and tell us the youths. If the youths can gather, if it's a conditional statement, it might not hold. There are possibility that your wishes might not come true, because if the lives of the youth, supposed youths, are not decisive, you see, when Tinubu is sharing rights, they will go. So what you are indirectly, of course, as sharing or selling your conscience to them already, and it's very unfortunate. So with this system, Nigeria is not moving forward. I think the only truth that David said is that nobody can fix Nigeria.
I'm surprised when he
And if nobody can fix Nigeria, why still identifying with Hamza? Maybe because of hunger. And it's very unfortunate.
no, there's an appointment that is still coming. Maybe he might be appointed.
Appointed from Free TV?
No, from the
Okay.
local government.
From local government. Okay, when he failed to keep the promise of sharing rights, so you expect that the appointment might still be feasible. You see, it's very unfortunate, and
How Zamfara terrorists invaded our villages? Is Nigeria a sovereign state with all these reports?
before I talk about Zamfara, I learned from was it on Thursday that Fulani terrorists invaded with a military camouflage and police uniform, invaded uh, issues of local government in Enugu State. I mean, in Enugu State.
Yeah, Enugu community.
You see? And there is a popular market they call Ode Obete, Obuji. If you are from there, you see that your area is deserted and have been taken over by the Fulani Caliphate. So this is what we are saying. This is in Enugu. Yes, about less than 48 hours. You see, people were killed, mad, and the communities were displaced. And as I'm speaking currently, the Fulanis have occupied those regions. This is not in Zamfara, in Enugu State. You see? In support Biafran territory. You see, as revealed by, of course, the late of blessed memory, late Melafia, he said that 2022 is the appointed year for the Fulani to unleash mayhem. As early as the first week of January, they have started this deadly invasion. You see? Down to the east. So these are what we are talking about. Zamfara on is almost is a daily occurrence, and it's very unfortunate that a country or a man who presides as the executive governor, a living governor, an executive president of Nigeria, It's under his watch, people are being killed in their hundreds of thousands. They said about 500 or so.
Over 200.
Over 200. When they say over 200, they multiply it by a factor of 10. You get the exact, or a factor of 20. You get the exact figure. You see? Even though it is 10, how can you lose your own citizen? You are not at war. You are not at an external war. How can you be losing your own citizens on daily basis? It becomes a daily ritual to pacify their demonic and occultic interface that perpetuates or keeps them within the corridor of power. You keep on sacrificing your own citizens at the altar of sycophancy. How does that go down with the people?
We are talking about
And nothing is doing that. You see? And they're talking about Tocano jet and all that. You see? People are dying on daily basis for crying out. These are not cattle, these are not animals. And you prefer animals, you give more priority on restoring the open grazing routes. While there are pertinent issues that need more urgent attention. You are telling a Nigerian that you must cover those grazing routes. How does that affect? How does that stop the killing in Zamfara? How does that stop the invasion in Enugu and other eastern region? You see, it is very horrible with military camouflage, and you still claim that you have a country, you have security architecture or personnel who are not in the know what is happening. You see, they only concentrate in intimidating innocent civilians who are going about their legitimate duty, or who, of course, are exercising their constitutionally protected rights.
Yeah.
You see, about 5 international bodies called on Buhari. Now, what are your evidence that you have indicted or the claim, the alleged terrorism claim you allege on Mazin Nandikan? After 1 year, they have not been able to come up with any substantial evidence to that. You see, it is a right to say that we can't continue. Even the northern regions are not happy with the system, with what is going on. How can you tell me they are happy, losing their loved ones, losing their parents, losing their mothers, losing their children? On daily, this is a daily occurrence, and you call it a country, Nigeria. What is that country, Nigeria? A country cannot protect her own people. A country that is bent at exterminating her own citizens. There is no value placed on humanity, on life in Nigeria. Talking about over 200. These 200, are they human? Are they animals? Of course, they are considered animals. It doesn't matter how many people that goes down. In as much as those demons perpetrate themselves within the corridor of power. It's very alarming and unbecoming.
Okay.
You see? Okay. Whenever you hear every day, this is a daily ritual, daily occurrence. In fact, any day you didn't see killings, and I would be surprised personally. What has gone wrong? It has been a daily occurrence, and it's very unfortunate.
Okay.
If a country cannot place priority on
security,
their own citizens, the security of our citizens, then that is the first state. I don't need, of course, the likes of Mr. Taiwo doesn't need an angel to reveal that. These people, for crying out loud, they are human beings. Their only mistake and the only error they committed, crime they committed, is because they found themselves within the Nigerian territory. That is the only crime they committed against the state. That should warrant their, the killings of these people. It's very unfortunate. What is the government doing? What are the DSS? What are the security apparatus doing? Well, where are their intelligence gathering? That it will take almost 20 years, you have not defeated Boko Haram. Where are the intelligence gathering?
Okay, Buhari has won against court summon. He said if he leaves office, he's won against summoning him to court. He's warning the judiciary and also some civil society organizations that they should not ask him about anything. That everything is documented. No, he doesn't want any court appearance or court allegation.
I think he should be reminded that he's a madman. He's a very big madman. He's a useless man for saying that. You see, even beyond his supposed tenure, he think he can still gag the media. He can usurp the power of the judiciary. You can see the level of what kind of useless state is this?
Okay.
Somebody feeling, above the law. Who is that Buhari self? I think it's Femish Adesina and Garba Lawan that is doing all these things. I don't think he can.
He can say such.
He's still in terms with reality to even think about these things.
Okay.
A man of his age shouldn't be thinking about. He's very closer to the grave, and of course, it doesn't matter whatever happens. You see, so unfortunately, he's dragging Nigeria. Nigeria is already on the grave. You cannot call yourself a country. I've not heard for the past 12 calendar months the killings near Ghana here, in Ivory Coast. I've not had such.
Yeah.
Another part of Africa. Why the daily killing massacre, slaughter of your own people? And they are helpless about that. Only building up their monsters, building up their tentacles to stake ahead of 2023. How can you be discussing about 2023 when the safety and the life of your own supposed citizens are not guaranteed? And you're not doing anything to remedy, to caution the evil, to stop, to forestall further attacks. Those people invading, where are they coming from? You close the southern borders, and the northern borders remain porous. You see? So that the onslaught can continue. When they are done with the northern borders, taking over the northern territory, you will now channel them, they will come to the south. Of course, they're already in the south with this recent strike, invasion in Enugu. They're already in the that's why when Mazin Nandikanu was talking, people think he's not making sense. Unfortunately, they are not caught up with such a level of devastation.
Let's talk about Ohaneze. What is Ohaneze saying that we are pressing hard for an Igbo president in 2013? Is that what the Igbos want?
They are pressing hard. You can imagine when you engage a man in his 70s in press up. You see? So they are doing press up and they need to press hard so that their muscle, their biceps can return to normalcy. So they need to press hard. Let them continue to press hard. And for how many years they have been pressing hard, and their own people are being killed. Of course, the invasion of Enugu, nobody is talking about that. I learned that over 300 people were killed. You see? And the suppose Ohaneze have not commented on that. And they keep on pressing hard. You see? You see? They're just, I would just describe them as Ose Bunishi, Otoleya Kwoto, Amuya Kwoto. That is just, they're as useless as that. Let them keep on pressing hard. Why their own country home has been invaded? So these are mere political opportunists.
Okay.
You see, seeking for relevance and seeking for stipends from the supposed political heavyweights who have held the country to ransom. He said they are gullible, and as long as this system remains, that's why the best thing that can happen to people within this contraction, Nigeria, is to call for referendum. Referendum is the fundamental right of every living, of every human being. So why are they afraid of referendum? That is the fundamental question. Why is Nigerian government afraid of referendum? Why are they afraid of referendum?
Okay.
That is the fundamental question.
Thank you very much, Mr.
And there is begging for an answer. At this time, why is Flip TV afraid of the blessing of the saints? These are fundamental questions.
Okay.
In line with what Nigeria is experiencing. This is a small world called
Mr.
Nigeria.
Chigozie, you
It's very
You
unfortunate.
are sweating this
You
morning.
must tell us. Yes, I think I need some
Yes, you need some motos.
some bottles.
Young motos.
I hope if you can do that.
Let me.
Okay, it's a promise. Okay, have a nice.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chigozie. Please, let's get Mr. Chigozie a drink this morning because standing under the sun, I know it's not been easy. Mr. Ray Win, you can reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuku, or I have Mr. Raf. Mr. Raf, good morning.
Good morning. How about? What's
Mr.
going on?
Chigozie asked the question.
Ask a question.
Say, why is the federal government afraid of a referendum?
Well, everybody knows that.
Why? Yeah.
Everyone knows that federal government is afraid of referendum because Biafra is like the heart. You understand? The heart, you know the function, the responsibility of the heart in the body. I think you know. Circulation of the blood. Right ventricle, can you tell me? To the left ventricle?
Ventricle, yeah.
Yeah, thank you. It circulates the blood around the system, supply the blood. Do you understand? So if they are afraid of referendum, they are really afraid of the unknown. And that the unknown is a tragedy that will befall them if they let Biafra go. Nigeria is afraid of referendum because if Biafra goes, this part of the world will become deserts. And Biafra will be a visiting place of the whole world. See, Nigeria outrightly knows that Biafra is the heart of this country. Still, they don't want to do the needful. They still hold on to power to make sure that destinies of every Nigeria, the whole Nigerians, are rubbished. See, the issue of Biafra is like the issue of the light and the darkness, which you know they have been fighting themselves for millions of years. I didn't understand. See, let me tell you, anytime you mention Biafra in the presence of Hausa man, Fulani man, it's just like, how do I explain this? Do you know when a fly comes and perch on the two testes, scrotum, testes. You know that mosquito, you know you can't beat it like that. That's the issue of Biafra and Nigeria. I'm telling you, these people are very, very afraid, frightened anytime Biafra is mentioned. Ask yourself, the reason why the Jew and the Arab cannot stay together. Ask yourself, what is the trouble between the Jews and the Palestinians till today? Okay, it's just the war, battle between light and darkness. I'm telling you. Nigeria, if they let Biafra goes, the whole world will laugh. Nigeria will become a laughing stock. Ask me why. Immediately the Hausa chiefs, they call themselves Arewa. Although, of course, Biafra has gone. Then Yoruba chiefs, they call themselves Republic of Oduduwa. The Mid-Belt chiefs, they call themselves whatever name they like. Okay? Nigeria will be a laughing stock. Nigeria will be left alone. Everybody will be just looking at him. Nigeria. It will just what? Keep on diminishing until it was disappears. No Nigeria again. That's why they're afraid. So, good morning, viewers. Good morning, our lovers, people that have been following us, watching us every day. I'm greeting you. Compliments of the season. I suggest again, I'm giving you a suggestion. How do you see in Nigeria whereby Mr. Buhari hands over to the unknown person? We are in a democratic setup, and Mr. President, who is in charge, is saying that he knows the person we hand over to, but he will not mention his name. Sorry, I have a question. In a democratic setup, is he going to tell us the person that will win, rule Nigeria, or are we going to decide by ourselves? This is a question I leave this question for those that admire Buhari, those that admire Nigeria still, to answer while I go on to face my Anchor, Mr. Christian.
Presses hard for Igbo president in 2023.
Yes, that's Ohaneze has been canvassing for that.
I know you two have been canvassing.
Yes, I've been canvassing for Igbo presidency. Why? Because I want the tension to come down. We can't live on tension. Tension has been piling up since the inception of this regime, 2015. Tension, everybody, tension. Everybody's tensed up. Nobody has breathed in and breathed out without shivering. Do you understand? Since 2015, everybody's tensed up. Ask me why? Because the needful, what was not done. Then again, 4 years after or later, 2019, we ganged up again. We voted this man out so that Nigerians will drink water and drop cup amicable on their tables. Still, this man forcefully imposed himself on us since 2019 to this date is what? 3 years. We're almost getting there to the final days. And everybody knows the needful in Nigeria. The right person to rule Nigeria. The right person to bring peace. The right person to mend. I mean mend. I don't mean amend. To mend the economy, the spoiled economy, the already dilapidated economy of this country. We know the right person. Are you listening to me? Ohaneze has been canvassing that. Afenifere has given what? Note. The so-called Pandef, the Mid-Belt Forum, they have given what? Note. Note to that. The right person to be president of this country is an Igbo man. When I say an Igbo man, I mean born and brought up in Igbo land. If not like that, maybe born in overseas, but should be an Igbo father, an Igbo mother. We don't need an Igbo man whose father is from Borno State. Then it happens that his mom forcefully took him away from his father and brought him to Igbo land. No. We don't need Hausa mother, Igbo father, Hausa father, Igbo mother. No. We need 100% Igbo to rule Nigeria. By the time we have 100% Igbo president in Nigeria, I think we will have no cause for alarm. The so-called referendum will be what conducted on a platter of gold. Referendum is not by fight. It's not by force. When somebody says it's okay, it's okay. In a marriage, in any marriage, the wife, the husband, when the wife says, I'm done, you should allow her to go. When the husband says, no more, woman, I leave this house for you. Stay in this flat. I'll be giving you money for my children. Allow the man to go. I'll be giving you money to take care of my children. Allow the man to go. I didn't understand. Okay, you want us to be together. When we are together, what happens? We rotate it. If we don't rotate it, let it based on competence. How could we say let it based on competence? Like somebody is shouting here. On competence. It should be on competence. That's Davidson. You understand? When we are saying that it should be rotated there. Now, is it based on competence we have somebody like Buhari? Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I know you watched his interview 4 or 3 days ago. Is that competence? Is that what we call competence? Do you know the meaning of competence? If that's what people, Nigerians are calling competence, let me tell you, Nigerians are a bunch of illiterates and uneducated, archaic human beings. Because what I see there is not competence. When Buhari was being interviewed a few days ago, I did not see any atom of competence on that man. Competence on leader, based on leadership. That is not competence. Buhari is not ruling Nigeria based on competence.
We have majority of Nigerians that voted for Buhari.
No.
Oluwa voted for Buhari.
No. When you said majority of Nigerians, it means Buhari won election outrightly. May I refer you to election of 1993? I didn't understand. Everybody, Anambra State, Imo State, Enugu State, Abia State, they voted for Abiola. Lagos State, Ogun State, Ondo State, Oyo State, Ochun State, if created by then, that time, they voted for Abiola. Kano State, Abiola beat Tofa in Kano State. The late Tofa, may his soul rest in peace. Tofa that died, I think, last week.
Yes, last week.
You understand? Abiola beat him in Kano State. That is what we call free and fair election. That is what we call majority that carried the vote then. During the tenure of Buhari, are you trying to tell me that majority carried the votes? When we witness what happened in Lagos here, when we witness what happened everywhere, he invited Malians, Senegalese, all his brothers in Africa, Fulanis all over Africa, to come and vote for him. And they actually voted for him, but still he was beaten by Atiku and Obi, Governor Obi. I listen to me.
He was declared winner.
Okay, let me tell you. He was declared winner by Islamic court, Sharia court, kangaroo court, constituted by what? The same APC ruling class or members. Tanko, that Nigerian chief judge that went to head ICC in Amsterdam that was disqualified. CGN of Nigeria, he failed the exam. Assessment exam, he failed. Okay, I know who I am.
That's a justice in Nigeria.
Thank you. Chief Justice of Nigeria failed assessment test. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, viewers in diaspora. I'm not just trying to mimic him or play an object or make an object of caricature of him or ridicule of him. I'm saying the truth. This is not all about ridiculing him. He failed an assessment test. And you say, sit back there answering Nigeria, telling Americans you are a Nigerian. You are CGN. Failed an assessment test in Amsterdam. When you talk about competence, people that can rule with credibility, may I refer you to the American president of 1980 to 1988, if I'm not making mistake. He was elected a president after Jimmy Carter in the person of Ronald Reagan. He was a competent man. Americans loved him. Why? Americans buried Ronald Reagan and celebrated Ronald Reagan. He was lying in the state where Abraham Lincoln was laid, in the Empire State Building of the United States for 2 weeks. Nancy Reagan, I think that could be his name, the name of his wife, was sitting beside her husband. Then Margaret Thatcher was going, visiting. Russian president then, I think Mikhail Gorbachev, no, not Mikhail Gorbachev. Maybe not the same Putin was there. They were visiting. Everybody was visiting. Everybody was visiting. Everybody was visiting. That was how you know a man that had the interest of his country. That was how you know a man that was competent, ruling America for 8 years. Americans, they really paid highest, honest homage to their loved late president, Ronald Reagan. Okay. Don't tell me that this man is competent. You don't tell me that majority carried the vote in 2019. Majority did not carry the vote. The vote was carried by manipulative Adam Ochomole. The vote was carried by manipulative Yakub Mohammed. Are you listening to me?
Yeah.
Abetted, assisted, helped by the former Jaga who robbed Jonathan in 2015. Okay. Are you listening to me? They rig Atiku out. Serve him good. Because Atiku is a bloody Fulani man. Serve him good. Atiku was a vice president to Obasanjo. When Obasanjo ruled Nigeria for 8 years, nothing came out of that regime. They could not restructure Nigeria. They could not restructure. They could not correct all this anomaly we are crying for now. They could not correct it then. He was the vice president. Serve him good. They dig him out. They putted him out. He chatted and chatted and chatted until he was settled. Did he not collect money? What are you talking about? Okay. We are campaigning for electoral bill to be signed. Do you know what is that trying to spare? We are trying to get it right. Okay. Through democracy, come 2023. But could this man sign electoral bill when he has already known his successor? Buhari deserves to be impeached now. People in the House, up and the lower chamber of the legislature, impeach him now before it has gotten late. Impeach him now. He's not supposed to be there till 2023. He has now appointed somebody that will succeed him. Is he trying to spell out the true philosophy and ideology of democracy? Is he an egalitarian, or is he trying to be a dictator?
Okay, let's look at CSOs. SAN fought Buhari's warning against court summons after office.
False summons. False. Fourth.
Yes.
He's
asking that nobody summoned him to court after office.
That's Buhari says.
Yes.
Jesus Christ. I think maybe the people in diaspora, they could not hear you well. Maybe our brothers in America, Europe, all over the world, they could not hear you well. May I explain? What Christian is saying now is that the chief security officers, all the security operatives, I mean their agencies,
no,
or their DGs,
civil societies,
okay, organizations, CSOs, okay, CSO, okay. See, all these non-governmental governmental organizations, human rights activists, please, the question says they are warning Buhari against what? Fourth summoning.
Buhari is warning CSOs and senior advocate of Nigeria against court summon after he leaves office.
Okay, summoning him,
yes.
Calling him to order.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus is Lord. Let me explain. Christian, Buhari is telling us to forget all his antecedents, all his what? Shortcomings, all the impunity, mpo, he committed during his regime, mpo. Oh my God, all his crimes, the whole money he stole from this country,
He stole?
the whole people, yes, he killed in this country. The whole wicked activities of this Mr. So-called Mr. President. No, Buhari, no, listen good. Buhari killed people on the compound of Nnamdi Kanu's palace. Buhari sent brutality to what? Aheruku community. Palace of Nnamdi Kanu Palace, Nnamdi Kanu's compound. He killed 28 Igbo boys. Brutal killed. Buhari gave the order. Are you listening to me? He killed. He's a murderer. He's now telling us nobody should summon him when he resigns, or when he comes down, or when his tenure expires. I have never heard of this kind of childish report in my life before. You rule as a president, you believe that what he's doing is good, you shouldn't be afraid of the court summoning. Governor Obi ruled Anambra State for how many years? 8 years. Obi is not afraid today. I'm talking to you viewers. If you go to Ikoyi, Obi's building, his compound. If you go to, I think, Banana Island or Ikoyi, I've never learned he built house at Banana Island. If he does, maybe it might be on commercial purpose. You will see Governor Obi walking on the street freely at Ikoyi. His Ikoyi residence, I have 4 good friends who had testified to me that they met Obi one-on-one, coming with a file on his hand, walking majestically. Greet him, he will answer you. I think understand. They greeted him, he answered them. He was Obi, governor of Anambra State. Why was he walking majestically on that street? Why? Because Obi is what? He has nothing. A man with his hands are not stained with anything. Crime. Obi is a clean man. Obi did not commit any crime. Governor Obi is a clean man. So you cannot be ruling people, killing people, stealing people money. At the same time telling them, warning them against court summoning. Listen, Buhari should be summoned to international courts of what? Criminal courts. He's going to Hague. He's not going to only be summoned to Nigerian court, but ICC is waiting for him. Tell him, Christian, the owner, the writer, the columnist, someone that wrote this on the newspaper should send my message to him that ICC is waiting for him. Oh, that he won against someone in ICC, the same CLO, CSO. You listen to me? They are going to summon him anywhere they deem fit, anywhere they like in the world. He should be answerable to any crime he committed. Nigerian constitution has not exempted Fulani from being tried if they offend or contravene any law in Nigeria. It is not in that booklet. Are you listening to me? Anywhere in the country, like American Constitution, British Constitution, We know how rigid. We know some of them are what? Flexible, malleable. I think you understand. If you contravene it, you must go and answer to it. An archaic Islamic Bushman is telling us that after all said and done, all that he might have committed in this regime, we should not take him to court. Does this sound what? Not archaic?
Okay.
Such is an archaic statement.
What is he afraid of?
See, he's afraid of what? Jail. He's afraid of what? Life jail. Let me tell you, I pray and I know that God has answered my prayer. They must follow him. He's not going to disappear into Saudi Arabia. He's not going to disappear into the Great Britain, where they clone him. He's not going to disappear into Sudan. And all of a sudden we will hear Buhari is dead. They will bring Oboroko stockfish to us and lie him in state. Someone that died 2017. As he rules finish, the Lord God Almighty, we must follow Buhari wherever he goes. We put on what? Undercover, under watch. They will be following him so that he must go and take a flat or two-bedroom what? Flat at ICC facility building in Amsterdam, anywhere, or Hague, anywhere it is in Europe. I don't want to know. Those accommodations are West Buhari.
Okay.
Where he comes down from office.
Thank you very
2023.
much.
Look, what I'm singing again is I'm singing for Yoruba Igbo unity. Faleke James Obasa, Speaker, House of Assembly, Lagos. We are singing for Yoruba Igbo unity. We've been here for donkey years. There was never a day Igbo and Yoruba clash, fight, waste blood. Never. You know why I'm preaching this? Obasa gave out that they destroyed all the shops at the axis of Letter Rain, Akilo, from Guinness to Oba. On getting to Oba Retail Market, the intersection, junction, whereby if you follow the left, you get just before 5 minutes, Agege Secretariat there. If you follow backward before 5 minutes, you get to Mobile Filling Station, or the link between Oba Ijai Road and Wemko Road.
Okay.
The whole shop spare parts there was raised off, not by fire. Obasa used bulldozer. While the Igbo traders are yet to come back from village, Igbo traders that went to celebrate Christmas in the east, all their chops, all their money, all their spare parts. Obasa should know that Igbo man pays tax in Lagos. They pay taxes. Obasa should know that Igbo man rented houses, rented those shops. They pay their various landlords, and those landlords are paying tenement rate to Lagos state government.
Okay.
Indirect tax from those traders. You should know that those Igbo men, they are married with children. Obasa should know that those Igbo men, they did not steal government money while starting those business. Their fathers and mom gave them money. They started trading. They saved for apprenticeship for over 10 years before they could be settled to start the establishment of their own. Obasa should know that those papers dealers, they are not Yahoo. They are not 519ers. They started from what? Scratch. Obasa should know that their parents, their mother, the father of those Akilo are suffering from stroke right now in the southeast because phone calls have been made. They pick up calls and receive such bad news. A news that is too bad enough to cripple a man, to kill a man.
Let's get Mr.
Obasa.
Mr. Baga is sweating.
See, let me tell you, we need to address Igbo Yoruba unity. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Raphael. I have Oluwa one.
Yes.
Igbo and Yoruba with Bini, Odo need to come together so that
Yes, so that we can be one.
but one of the Hausas, one of the Fulanis.
Everybody is one. Everybody is Nigeria. We're all Nigeria. We have to be united and settle ourselves. Otherwise,
There's so many things that are happening. Does it?
See, the killing that
explain-
is happening in the northern and not in this side. But the northern, they are killing feet. Not this side. They know what is happening today. They have to solve their own problem on their own.
Are they not part of Nigeria?
They are part of Nigeria.
So
But
anything that
okay,
affect one
Nigeria,
person should affect us.
it will affect us, but indirectly, the president is from there. The whole military, air force, navy, all of them, they are all parasitic. They are in the north. Why are they killing people in the north? Can you imagine overnight, they say more than 200 people, just massacre. Did they disappear to those places and disappear back? Where is the security man? It's a very bullshit language. It's a slap to the government of Nigeria, particularly the northerners government. It's bad. Every day killing people
They
like
are among
foul.
the generals.
The generals are there now. The generals are there. Everybody is there. The defense headquarters is there. Everything is there. Judge, Kaduna, everything is there. Abuja, everything is there. Why killing people there? The other day they were protesting about the killing. We are now arresting them. Now killing start again. I'm pity for them because they are Nigeria, but it's bad. The government is bad. The government is very, very, very bad. God, please intervene in Nigeria.
How do we become one? If one place is not working and you are saying that you allow them.
No, we have to not to allow them. What I'm trying to let you understand is that you see, Nigeria is a three language: Yoruba, Igbo, and Hausa. You understand? Apart from that three language, everybody has to secure his own house. You understand? Look, Igbo.
We have Fulani herdsmen ravaging community in Enugu State.
Imagine herdsmen.
Yes.
In Enugu State, unallowed. It's very bad.
So
Nigeria
that the federal government is
how did they come to that place?
Complicit. The president is.
The language is that it's like the presidency. They have underground that is secret meeting with all those killers because they are every time they go scot free. We now hear about the massacre. Where is the government? 10, 15 years ago, we never hear about this story, you know. We never hear about this story before. But now, every day we hear about killing. Now in Enugu, cross from north to the Enugu. Why? The government is a fuck up. It's fuck up. It's a bullshit government. We are just praying for 2023 so they will leave. New set of people will come. But the killing is out of hand. It's like it's not control. It's uncontrollable. The government must have underground agreement with them to eliminate Nigerians. Just like that. They are not foul, they are not animals. The present government, they collaborated with those killers. They can't be killing people going free. If the real government really stand with his oath that it made before it enter office to protect life and property, this thing could never be happening. It's just like it's a false declaration of protecting life and property. And life and property is destroying every day. 200 people overnight. Die, massacre. Where is the government? It's a zero.
Okay.
It's a very zero.
Buhari'S is warning against court summoning after he leaves office.
Because of what I'm telling you now. Because he must face the penalty. He can't escape it. You see, let me tell you one thing. I'm sorry to say, I was part of the APC. I voted for APC for a change. But at the end of the day, see what is happening. I'm regretting about what I've done. But I pray for forgiveness. Because now you are saying that you don't want.
You pray for forgiveness.
I prayed for forgiveness because I voted for the government.
Who are you praying to for
forgiveness? Because what
God you are praying to for forgiveness?
Yes, and for Nigerians.
Have Nigerians forgiven you?
They are forgiving me because I participated.
Papa, have you forgiven Oluwa? Papa, say no. Have you forgiven Oluwa?
Say I've repented.
Yes. I can forgive you.
Okay.
Because I regretted voting for APC. No, because we never pray for this kind of situation to come.
Okay.
Now you are afraid, say after you leave office, they should not summon you. You are going to be summoned many times. If case don't take you are going to be jailed. So you can't escape to anywhere. You escape nowhere. You escape no more. How can you be warning, giving warning when you never left office? You are giving warning to nobody to summon you. Do you think that Tanko Mohammed will be there forevermore or Salami Abubakar? They will left. Another people will come. They will be jailed. Either in Krikri or in Guaso prison or in international court because your language is speaking to your heart that you have committed a gruesome murder to Nigeria.
Does he deserve to be jailed?
He deserves to be jailed because that language is a jail language. You say that you don't summon him. It's give you a threat. When you leave office, that means your skeleton in your cupboard is getting out of down, shouting.
He's dancing.
You go to jail. Why are you saying that? We have to apologize to Nigeria before we make language that is never sustainable. Nigeria is going to kill you when you come outside. Because Nigeria is angry and you have given a warning. Because when they summon you, you are going to face the consequence of your action.
You escape no more. You can't be there. You never die. You will still be penalty.
Wow.
That one is reality.
Whose turn is it for presidency?
Who? Turn.
Yes.
Whose turn?
Some people are saying Yoruba, people are saying Igbo, people are saying Hausa.
See, let us be frank with ourselves. When we say Yoruba, when we say Igbo, when we say Hausa, let us be frank. Let us bring Igbo man as a president. Let everything be silent. Let the problem, the insecurity, the unhappiness in the East, let it be silent. Bring Easterner man to be a president. They are Nigeria. They are Nigeria. Let one of them be president 2023. They are Nigeria. Let there be peace. Without Igbo man be president, the problem will still continue. The IPOB will still continue their problem. The Monsop will still continue.
The IPOB want to break away from Nigeria.
They want to break away, but the language of breaking away is majority language. Majority never want to break away. Have, let's say 50, 70. That's 70, let's say 50, let's say 40, 60. 60 want to be Nigeria. It's only 40 that want to break away. So the only language there I'm thinking, according to my statistics, okay, according to my reasonable language of the figure, yes, the answer is for them to be united and bring out a president, and all Nigeria will vote for that president. And the next president is coming from that region, not Hausa region anymore, not Yoruba region anymore. It's Igbo region, the next president. So the whole world will be calm. So we will not feel the sense of belonging to one nation.
What about a young person?
A young person should come if there is a possibility.
If there's a possibility.
If there is a possibility.
But looking at it, it seems that it's very difficult for.
Let's be frank with ourselves. It can't be now because the ground is never. It's not wet for a young person to be there, and because the lion is here at home. Let there be battle. When the land is now sustainable for a young person can come and move it forward. But now, the battle it never comes.
Somebody saying that, let me tell you guys the reality. Nothing is going to happen to Buhari if he leaves office. Nothing.
And nobody said nothing, but he's not talking about threatening the court not to summon him because it must be summoned. It must be summoned. So nobody says something will go to happen to him. What we are saying that according to his language, he said no court on the land should summon him after he leaves office. He is going to be summoned. He's going to answer some questions.
Okay. Lastly, let's look at how Zamfara terrorists invaded our villages, killed over 200 burnt houses. What
that
is our
is
military
Zamfara.
Yes.
That's what I'm telling you. What are the military doing? They are paying you salary, budgeting billions of trillions of dollars. The other time you went to America, you go and buy a Jakun, whether it's a Jakun jet or Jakun, Tucano fighter jet. Okay, what are the fighter jets? Sleep inside the forest. When some masquerade, some mafia invaded the village and massacred 200 people. Where is the Takunu jet doing? Tucano jet, what is it doing?
Not Takunu.
We're just spending millions of billions of dollars for nothing. Sharing it and people are dying. It's very bad. It's very bad. It's very bad to be hearing about those negative language, negative story every day in Nigeria newspaper. Killing Nigeria every day. It's very bad. We have military, we have everybody. They don't do anything.
Is it okay to say that we should divide Nigeria? Is it okay to say that we should divide Nigeria?
Because in the principle language, because of what is happening, there is okay. Because let us separate it. Because in the language of separated, there is no way in the world you can separate with peace. You understand? But we're bad now, they are killing people every day. They are killing people every day. Nigeria is not a safe home anymore. One side is enjoying, one side is killing feed. One side is using one eye to sleep. What is happening in Nigeria is a dismantled country. Just like it's like they tie them together by force. So they want to tear apart. So it can be possible one day.
Okay. Thank you very much, Oluwawan.
You're welcome.
I have Mr. Akunle.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I agree to you, my brother.
When it seems that our young people are not really they're not getting it.
How do you mean?
They're supporting their old leaders.
I've been saying that, and I'll continue saying that. They will come here, they say, look at people that vote for Tinubu. Look at the people that vote for Buhari. And when the people that vote for Buhari, they say they light that this man is not doing well. You should give them kudos that they are not even blind followers. Yeah. But the majority of them still stick to this one is okay, that one is okay. This PDP guy is, it's all bullshit, man. And when you keep telling them, they will be bringing your own mistake out. Meanwhile, their own mistake is still permanent in their body. And it's only a fool that will see change and neglect the change. You get what I'm saying? I've said it all. If they want the election to hold, that's the youth, let us look for a credible candidate. And I've been saying this since last year, 4 years ago. Buhari wasn't my best choice in that time. I presented Mogalu to my people here, to my people from the south, yes. God bear me witness. Look at these people, oh. I presented Mark Mogalu. Now, this is a vibrant, because I read about that guy profile. In these days, he's a son of a diplomat, right? And he's a technocrat. Nevertheless, we still have many of him in other regions. But as it is now, he's the only one that has not gotten a stain. No, they say it's Obi and Atiku. Obi and Atiku. So if you want to go for Obi and Atiku, me too, I will go for Osibajo and Buhari. They were so dumb, they were so daft then that they could not see the light. Now they are just seeing the light. I don't think they are even talking about that guy now. They are still talking about bringing her in. They're talking about the people that have ruined the life for almost in PDP and APC. They are still the one. A lot of politicians, they are old folks, retired politicians. They are still the one they are holding for to. So the youth, me have given up on the youth. The one we can, no. We that we can arrange ourselves, we continue. The one that still want to suffer, the one that still want to suffer, they should continue with the follow level they are doing.
Many of them are saying that they want to break up.
Many of them, the young people. Me, I'm part of the people too. If that would be the last solution. But the breakup cannot come through war. Because if it comes through war, I mean, it's going to be devastating. So we can use our ideology to, at least, when there was a protest the last time, until the whole protest turned bloody, it was an ideology protest, and we were winning through the ideology, and there was no attack on anybody. We were composed on they brought in talk to disrupt in which those talk went on, damaging spree, destruction spree. So the few youths that have focus, that have vision, I think can still do a lot before the elections, before the election comes. So we can prepare ourselves and get ready for how to change our destiny from these people that they're about to ruin our...
Your friend Iyeroba is saying something. Mr. Kule is afraid of death. That's why he doesn't want war in Nigeria.
My brother.
Iyeroba, your friend.
My brother, these people are monsters. Iyeroba, these people are monsters, right? They won't mind bringing it out to Kano.
They don't value life.
They don't value life. You could say.
What's happening in the north?
You know how many people have been killed? Almost 5,000 within last year alone. 5,000 people have been killed. More than 5,000 said. And there's never been a day the government our president come and address. I'm telling you, Australia, like 5 school children died. The president came on air and he was announcing, he was pleading, he was shedding tears. So this is a callous country. You have to do everything by, you use sense to do everything in this country. If not, they can even send the hatchet men. You know what I mean by the hatchet men? Yes. The security unknown government. They can send their DSS, they can send them after you and get you, even if, it's get to a stage now that a military man, a soldier can even just come out and kill as they are, and they would label it unknown soldier. Yeah. So they don't value life in this country. We don't value life. I think that is why the country is still the way it is. A lot of innocent blood are crying. Innocent blood, they share their blood, and they are crying that this country will not be okay. Because until justice prevails, you just see someone, you kill people, someone unnecessarily. or you kill someone alive. Look at the guy, the guy in prison now, Nnamdi Kanu. They are killing him softly. Look at Igbo. Igbo is crying where he is now, all for because of agitation. Zazaki too. Zazaki too, because that one is a shite, you know, and Funis, or what they call the other one, Sunni and shite. So they are not in good terms. So they are even using their own what's it called, religious, ethnic, religious issues, the grudges they have to affect the whole country, because it's none of our own problem when shite and Sunnis have issues. And I know Nigeria doesn't like shite, you know, because shite are trained in Iran, you know, and the fear of Iran is just the beginning of what is going on now. Because that guy's cool in Iran, and they don't want him to just overrun anything, you know, that is happening here.
Okay.
But that is for them. Me, I want peace. And that peace I want is for me to liberate myself, because I cannot get up
to liberate ourselves.
Yes,
Mentally.
yes, mentally and ideology.
All around us.
Around us. That is if you are ready
to come together.
If you are ready to listen. If they are ready to listen
and make a statement.
Yes, if they are ready to listen.
So difficult to liberate people around us.
It's very, very difficult. It's very, 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 because the mindset of the people has so been poisoned. I don't know. Poisoned by poverty. TJ, who's TJ? The guy there. And when time comes, he must have been facing the reality too. But maybe inside him, he will still be, you know, managing it. But inside him, you know, things are not okay for this so-called government APC they are saying now.
Okay. Buhari once again caught summons after office.
He has to be summoned.
He once again.
That is when he remember that this seat is not permanent. I think he's just realizing this seat he is sitting down on is not a permanent seat. It's not a family seat. It's not like Oba. It's not like anything that you get there until you die before they remove you. You are just there for some years, for some tenures.
And before you know,
I mean, time flies. Time flies. It's just they are just realizing it's too late. Oh, it's too late. It has to be summoned.
too late to cry.
It might be international summon. Sir. I won't be surprised. ICC my summon. ICC my summoning. That is just it. For all the atrocity that's been heard in Nigeria. For God's sake, Nigeria is not Afghanistan. Nigeria is not what's it called? Kabul. Nigeria is not. I mean, look at what is like the Tigran and the Ethiopians. Like, we are not up to that. But look at the killings that's been going on. Look at the bloodshed. And you expect someone not to be summoned. In fact, it's not with the team, the whole team of the cabinet will be summoned.
Both additional.
All of them will be summoned. So they will not be defending themselves. The one that will, you know, exonerate himself will exonerate.
What are you thinking you thought that they might have done? What are the offenses they might have committed?
It's the mismanagement of the people they are ruling. They've mismanaged us. I'm not saying this because I've been biased or I've been looking at it from one ethnic region. They've mismanaged this country. They've mismanaged the citizens. We never find it so hard like this before. Is it a crime to vote for someone, whether it would be a king? See, me, I don't condemn people. That's me. I'm not a judge. They might say you are bad now. I may look at you that there are some other good things that can come out from you. Who is a saint in life? There's nobody, my brother. That's why I tell people I don't condemn people totally. I don't condemn it, you know, because God never condemn us. The way we sing, the way we do all our things, God never condemn us. So if you are bad, I'll still move to you. Let me tell you a thing. I have a friend. His father has properties all around in Okpebi. But once you deal with him as an agent, they will believe that he run away with some, you know, your money, or he will collect the money, not do what he wants. So I go to him, I talk to him. Now people are saying, you are still dealing with that guy. He will send you to where you don't belong. I said, don't worry. Me, I know what that is you. And to God be the glory. Right? That guy now, I had a transaction with him, and we succeeded in that transaction because I know the way I handled him. Right? So that's why I don't condemn people. If you are pointing to me now and say this guy is bad, that guy is bad, I've never seen the bad that he has done to me. I will now move closer to him. I will now tell him, let him realize people are saying you are bad. How come people are saying you are bad? What is the problem? You see, We are too judgmental in this country. That is the one thing there.
Are you relating that to Buhari?
You say?
Are you relating that?
No, I'm not. That's when you know a bad person, Bado, you know that this one is a Bado generally. And a Bado might not come in as a full Bado when he's looking for a favor. But let him grant that favor. When you know human beings, when they are still, searching for something, or when they are still seeking for something, some help, when they get that help finish, that it's not, nevertheless, that is our genetic problem.
Yeah, yeah.
That is the Nigerian system, Nigerian level for you.
Okay. How Zamfara terrorists invaded our villages, killed over 200, burnt houses. The next coming president, if there's going to be an election, what do you think or expect that president to do on insecurity? Because this government has failed totally. Over 200 killed, houses burnt.
You could remember what I expected of the incoming government. That if we are still going to be together, because my own preference now is let's go regionally. Let's go on regional system, so that the police that Sanwo-Olu was talking to the other day, and I is giving him reply that Mr. President, Your Excellency, I'm too low to call the IG. We are here on the direction of the IG. So that police, you will now have them as your state police, right? The police will get nearer to you. The crime limit will reduce. There will be what they call community police. Community police will move around. They will be friendly with people. They will see if it's a pub you are, they will sit down there. They will know who are the criminals. That is just intelligent policing. Not this one we are practicing now. Not this one we are practicing now. So about your question, again, you said...
what do you advise the incoming government to do on insecurity?
I cannot give any advice for who have not even...
If you are going to be the next president, what will you have?
If I'm going to be the next president, I will get there. First 6 months, I will tell them, we all have to sit down. Because I won't like to be a pretender president. I won't like to be a pretender president.
Buhari is pretending?
Yeah, is it facing the reality? Is it saying the reality? Is it facing the reality? Are we seeing the reality in it? Are we seeing the reality? We are not seeing any reality in the press. All the promises, I'll put security to an end. He pretended to get to that place. Bobo us. He bobo us. That's just it. He bobo us. You said you are going to end security. You are going to do that. The line, what's it called? The power, the energy will be working perfectly. There won't be any blackout again. But the whole thing is getting worse. So they'll pretend to get to that position they have. When they get there, they change color. So that's just the problem now. So take me by my words. This is what I will do. And I'm not going to be I will just be the leader of the leaders. Carry people along with any decision you want to take. See, this life is so easy. God make everything easy for us. We are the one making things difficult for ourselves. That is why when I say Nigerians, we are godly, but we are religious, but we are not godly. That's why we cry too much on God, and we disturb God a lot for what we can solution we can bring to solve for ourselves. Everybody start running to church, but you forget that when you go to that church, you come back, you still keep doing same thing. That is just it. Look at our president, look at our governors. When they come in, the one that is Muslim will use Quran to swear to oath. The one that is Christian will use Bible to swear to oath. But after that oath, do they follow what they swear in the Bible? Do they follow what they swear, to in the Quran? So we are just faking ourselves. That's why at times they say we are kind of fake people on earth.
We are fake people.
Yes.
Is it Nigeria?
Yeah, we fake ourselves a lot. We fake ourselves. I'll tell you, that's the reality. We on this soil of Nigeria, we fake ourselves a lot. We've not been sincere. We've not. Yes, we fake ourselves. So that's just the issue now. Until everybody change their mindset, until we have a rethink, a rebranding, a fresh air, a breath of a fresh air, because we can get things right in this country.
Okay, somebody is on the soft side. Somebody say, Kule, you want to go to heaven, but you don't want to die. You say you like it, that's it.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I prefer to even go and stay in Iraq, Iran, that in Nigeria as it is today, they will just kill somebody, Sarah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What somebody as a security man can just take a gun and harass you and shoot you.
And you will not be brought to book.
And it will not be brought to book. You get what I'm saying? And the whole civil society and this thing, I don't know where they are now. This is the time for them to rise up and be, righting the wrongs that's been meted to the Nigerians. They are just there. You can see when people see police security now, the phobia. Thank you for the phobia is always there.
If there's a checkpoint and you are seeing a police checkpoint and you're the only one there, you'll be afraid.
There was one I went out with. He called himself a lawyer. He called himself, he was bringing out handcuff. Because I was telling him the truth. You are looking for a house of 500,000, 3 bedrooms. I said, that is a tall order. Mr. Man, don't let us waste our time and my own integrity. Me that I'm taking you around to introduce you to my colleagues that you need a house of 3 bedrooms or 500. They will look at me as if I'm a time waster. Mr. Man, this is the reality. And the person that is looking for the house, he has a house already that he built. You know how much he rented his house. You see, so all those kind. So he was bringing out a cup. He said, I'm too blunt. I said, that is me for you. I don't have to pretend. He brought out and say, as you see, he's a security man. He's a lawyer. He's a this thing. I don't know. He was trying to intimidate me. I said, Mr. Man, you can't change me. That is whom I am. Please. You know, he was trying to intimidate me that but he doesn't know, say me, if you bring concept, somebody has threatened me with gun for. God bear me witness. Has threatened me with gun for something I did not do. He has an issue there. Somebody has an issue with his brother. The brother now went to call the police in Agege there. He brought out a gun and said, oh God, if you want to kill me, kill me. I'm ready. So when we were dragging, a man was passing. Not knowing that, when you are playing, when your conscience is good, God will always send somebody to intervene in your situation. That man was just passing. We never knew that man was a retired captain in army. So the man asked, gentleman, what is happening? I said, oh God, look at that. He was not telling the officers, are you licensed to carry this gun for ordinary citizens to be threatening others? Is that how they taught you in this thing? That was what saved me. And that guy went and he buried his head in shame, that policeman. So that is what I'm still standing on. It's just that nobody will fear that, but we have to do it. Use sense to do it. Because these people you are dealing with, there's nothing in the brain. They are just there. They are just there to follow order or to even take order to themselves, and they do and undo, and they will frame you up likewise. If you don't have people that will back you, that's how terrible this country is for the common man in Nigeria.
Lastly, 673 died in Ogun, Niger, Abuja road crashes in 2021. That's from the FRSC.
Ogun, Niger.
Ogun State, Niger State, and Abuja road. 673 died.
As they die, as the majority of the deaths will be caused by the decay infrastructure we have, especially Ogun. Ogun doesn't have good roads. When you remove Lagos-Ibadan expressway, that's interlocking, that Ejebu, this thing. Any other road is a counterfeit. Go to what's it called? Songo Road, Lagos-Abeokuta expressway. It's in terrible form. I'm still going to fly that road tomorrow, Sunday, because I have some things to do in that area. I'm having phobia already. Me and the person that wants to go said that guy is complaining about road, that same road. And we have majority of the president from this state. Yeah. We have a lot of enlightened people from this state.
And we can't hold them. We can't even.
And that is for the Ogun people. That is left for them. We cannot live here and go and start doing their work for them. But thank God, some of them came up. They came down the other time. They barricaded that Songo Road one time. You know that they are declaring Fashola, they're declaring it should not come to Ogun State again because he failed to do their road. I think those are the things we need to be seen. Speak out. Let us speak out. Because the money they are going to use is not their money. It's our Commonwealth money. When the language, when they squander the money finish, when the language, the money finish, they will now go and keep borrowing on our head again. That's double jeopardy. And what we are doing now, we are not seeing the effect on the ground. Our Commonwealth money that belongs to us, you mismanage it. When you mismanage it again, you still go out to World Bank, you go to IMF, you go to all these international lenders to go and borrow money on our head again. Is that not double jeopardy? Eh? So that's the problem we are having now. We need to keep speaking out. Challenge people. Challenge them. Speak out.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you very much. Those pastors and churches needs to stay away from all 2022 and 2023 election speeches and involvement and stop persuading people in their churches to vote for corrupt candidates. That is from Rosalind Abenugwe. Sonny Ekumen, let's be wise to ourselves. Presidency cannot solve our problem, and it cannot fix Nigeria back to normal country like other nations. Okay, someone is asking, principal, when did you guys see Fashola last? He's on sabbatical. Yeah, interesting statement. Sunday Omige, I agree with Kunle on ramifications. There should be accountability and consequences for elections. Okay, thank you very much. We have come to the end of Bystanders at the Newsstands this morning. I want to say big thank you to everyone that has been part of the program. Raywin, you said a call for referendum is not a call for war. Yes, the Nigerian political class and religious leaders are in cahoots in ruining the wild jungle called Nigeria. That's why we make Anweke. Raywin, you want to support the reviewers. It is very much important. It's very much important that we look at their sacrifices. They have been trying and they've been coming, come rain, sun, and shine. Under the sun, they've been trying, coming to give out their opinion. It's not easy to get people to talk, especially in Nigeria and also in Lagos, whereby people are angry, are seriously angry. People are hungry and also they are tired of the situation of the country. But these people have been giving their best, coming around to make sure that they give their own quota. They say one or two things about the country. You can reach me on Facebook, Christian Chuku. Like I said, it's a brown, I'm in an office, it's a brown, my face wearing a brown t-shirt. Christian Chuku, and let's take it up from there. Bye for now till tomorrow. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Ifeanyi. I'm Christian Chuku. Bye for now with love from all bystanders here this morning. Till Monday, as we meet by God's grace. Thank you very much.